Imagine a car so rare that no one else in the world can own it. Not because it's sold out, not because it's limited to a few units, but because it was only ever created once. A single masterpiece, built for a single owner. A car that exists as a symbol of ultimate exclusivity. This is not just another hypercar. This is Bugatti La Voiture Noire, a machine that combines mystery, power, and luxury into one unforgettable creation. With a price tag of nearly $18 million, it stands as one of the most expensive cars ever made. But what truly makes this car so valuable? And why did Bugatti decide to create something that only one person could ever experience? To understand La Voiture Noire, we have to go back in time. Bugatti has always been a brand associated with excellence, performance, and artistry. From its earliest days, the company focused on building machines that were not only fast, but also beautiful. Cars that were engineered to perform at the highest level, while also looking like works of art. Over the years, Bugatti has created some of the most iconic vehicles in automotive history, and each one pushed the boundaries of what was possible. But La Voiture Noire was something different. It wasn't just about speed, it was about legacy. The inspiration behind La Voiture Noire comes from a legendary car known as the Type 57 SC Atlantic. This historic model is considered one of the most beautiful cars ever made. Only a few units were ever produced, and one of them mysteriously disappeared during history. That missing car became a legend, a symbol of rarity and elegance. Bugatti wanted to honor that legacy, and so they decided to create a modern interpretation of that iconic design. The result was La Voiture Noire, which translates to the black car, a name that reflects both its color and its mysterious origins. At first glance, La Voiture Noire looks like something from the future. Its body is sleek, aggressive, and incredibly smooth. There are no unnecessary lines or distractions. Every curve has a purpose. Every surface reflects light in a way that highlights the car's design. The deep black finish gives it a powerful presence. It doesn't just look luxurious, it looks dominant, almost like a shadow moving on the road. This is not a car that begs for attention, it commands it without effort. One of the most striking features of the car is its continuous LED light strip at the rear. Stretching across the entire width of the vehicle, it creates a futuristic signature that instantly makes the car recognizable. Combined with its wide stance and low profile, the rear design gives the car a powerful and aggressive look. It feels planted, stable, and ready to unleash its performance. Every detail is carefully designed to create a visual impact that stays in your mind long after you've seen it. But La Voiture Noire is not just about looks. Beneath its elegant exterior lies an incredible machine. The car is powered by an 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine. This engine produces around 1,500 horsepower. That's the kind of power you would expect from a race car, not a luxury masterpiece. And yet, Bugatti manages to combine this extreme performance with unmatched refinement. The acceleration is brutal, yet smooth. The power delivery is constant, yet controlled. It's a perfect balance between raw strength and precision engineering. Driving a car like this is not just about speed, it's about experience. Every movement, every sound, every detail is designed to create something unforgettable. The engine doesn't just produce power, it produces emotion. The way the car responds to inputs, the way it grips the road, the way it moves forward with authority. All of it comes together to create a feeling that is hard to describe. It's not just driving, it's something far more intense. Inside the car, the experience becomes even more personal. The interior is crafted using the finest materials available. Leather, carbon fiber, and polished metal elements combine to create an environment that feels both luxurious and performance-focused. The seats are designed to provide comfort at high speeds. The controls are positioned perfectly for the driver. Everything feels intentional, nothing is random. This is a cabin designed for someone who expects perfection. But what truly makes La Voiture Noire special is its exclusivity. Only one unit exists in the entire world. That means there is no comparison, no second example, no alternative. It is completely unique, and that uniqueness adds to its value. Because in a world where even the rarest cars have multiple units, this one stands alone. It's not just rare, it's one of one. A true collector's dream. Owning a car like this is not just about wealth, it's about access. Even if you have the money, you cannot simply walk into a showroom and buy it. The owner was carefully selected. The car was built specifically for them. This level of exclusivity goes beyond price. It becomes a statement, a reflection of status, influence, and connection. It shows that luxury is not always about what you can afford. Sometimes it's about what you are allowed to have. What makes this car even more fascinating is the mystery surrounding its owner. Bugatti has never officially confirmed who owns La Voiture Noire. This secrecy adds another layer of intrigue to the car's identity. Some believe it belongs to a well-known celebrity, while others think it was purchased by a private collector who prefers to stay completely out of the spotlight. This unknown ownership turns the car into something more than just a machine. It becomes a legend, a story that people continue to talk about, speculate about, and try to uncover. And that mystery perfectly matches the personality of the car itself. The all-black design is not just a color choice, it's a statement. Black represents power, elegance, and authority. It hides details while also highlighting them in the right lighting. As the car moves, reflections glide across its surface, revealing its shape in a subtle and dramatic way. It's almost like the car is alive, constantly changing depending on how the light touches it. This dynamic appearance makes it feel more like a piece of art than a traditional automobile. The craftsmanship behind La Voiture Noire is on another level. Each panel of the car is carefully shaped and assembled by skilled artisans. This is not mass production. This is hand-built precision. Every curve is perfected, every surface polished until it reaches absolute perfection. The process takes time, months of work dedicated to a single vehicle. This level of attention ensures that the car is flawless in every detail. It's not just built for performance or luxury, it's built to be perfect. Even the smallest elements of the car are designed with purpose. The exhaust system, for example, features multiple outlets that are integrated seamlessly into the rear design. They are not just functional, they are part of the car's identity. The sound they produce is deep, powerful. It's a sound that matches the character of the car. Bold, confident, and unforgettable. When you hear it, you know instantly that this is not an ordinary machine. The wheels of La Voiture Noire are another example of its detailed engineering. Designed specifically for this car, they are both lightweight and incredibly strong. They enhance performance while also contributing to the overall design. Every angle, every spoke, every finish is carefully considered. This level of detail might seem small, but it plays a huge role in creating the complete experience. Because in a car like this, nothing is insignificant. Despite its focus on luxury and design, La Voiture Noire remains a true Bugatti at heart. That means performance is always a priority. The car is capable of reaching incredible speeds, delivering acceleration that feels almost unreal. But unlike many hypercars, it doesn't feel aggressive or difficult to control. Instead, it feels refined, smooth, balanced. It's the kind of performance that doesn't overwhelm you. It impresses you with its precision. Driving this car is not just about going fast, it's about presence. Wherever it goes, it becomes the center of attention. People stop, look, and admire. Not because it's loud or flashy, but because it's unique. There is nothing else like it on the road. And that uniqueness creates a sense of respect. It's not just admired, it's appreciated, like a rare piece of art displayed in motion. But perhaps the most interesting aspect of La Voiture Noire is how it connects the past and the future. It takes inspiration from a historic Bugatti model and transforms it into something modern and advanced. It respects tradition while embracing innovation. This balance is what makes it so special. It's not just looking forward, it's carrying history with it. And in doing so, it becomes more meaningful than a typical hypercar. For collectors, a car like this represents the ultimate prize, not just because of its value, but because of what it stands for. It's rare, unique, and impossible to replace. It's the kind of object that defines a collection, the centerpiece, the highlight. And over time, its value is likely to increase even further, not just financially, but historically, because cars like this are not made often. In fact, they are almost never made. At this point, it becomes clear that La Voiture Noire is not just about performance, design, or even luxury. It's about identity. It represents what happens when a brand decides to create something without limits. No restrictions, no compromises. Just pure vision brought to life. And in doing so, Bugatti created something that goes beyond the definition of a car. It created a legend. To truly understand this car, you have to imagine what it feels like to be the only person in the world who owns it. Not one of a few, not part of a limited group, completely alone. There is something powerful about that idea, knowing that no matter where you go, no one else can have the same machine. It creates a connection between the owner and the car that goes beyond ownership. It becomes personal, almost like the car was made to represent that individual alone. As the car moves through the streets, it doesn't just attract attention, it changes the atmosphere around it. People stop what they're doing, conversations pause, cameras come out. But even in those moments, there's a sense of distance, because no one can truly relate to what they are seeing. This isn't just a rare car, it's something that exists in a completely different category, something that most people will only ever experience through a screen. Inside the cabin, everything feels controlled and precise. The outside world fades away, replaced by a quiet, focused environment. The sound of the engine becomes the only connection to the car's immense power. Every input from the driver is met with an immediate response. It's not overwhelming, it's not chaotic, it's refined. This balance between power and control is what makes the experience so unique. It's not about pushing limits, it's about mastering them. As the car accelerates, the sensation is almost unreal. The speed builds quickly, but smoothly. There is no struggle, no hesitation, just a continuous surge of power that feels effortless. And yet, despite this performance, the car remains composed, stable, predictable. This is the result of engineering at the highest level. A machine designed not just to perform, but to perform perfectly. But beyond the performance, there is a deeper meaning behind this car. It represents the idea that not everything needs to be produced in large numbers to be valuable. In fact, sometimes the opposite is true. The rarer something is, the more meaningful it becomes. La Voiture Noire embraces this philosophy completely. It doesn't try to reach everyone. It was never meant to. It was created for one person, and that is exactly what makes it so special. As time passes, this car will become more than just a modern masterpiece. It will become history. Future generations will look back at it as one of the most iconic creations of its time, a symbol of what was possible during an era of advanced technology and unlimited creativity. And because there is only one, its story will always remain unique. It will never be repeated. In a world where technology continues to evolve rapidly, where new models are released every year, and where trends change constantly, La Voiture Noire stands still. Not because it is outdated, but because it has already reached a level that doesn't need to change. It exists outside the normal cycle of production and replacement. It doesn't compete, it doesn't follow trends. It defines its own space. For Bugatti, this car represents more than just engineering excellence. It represents confidence. The confidence to create something without worrying about mass appeal. The confidence to invest time, effort, and resources into a project that only a single person will own. That level of commitment is rare, and it shows how far the brand is willing to go to create something truly unforgettable. And for the rest of us, La Voiture Noire serves as a reminder that there are still things in this world that push beyond limits, that challenge what we think is possible. Even if we never experience them directly, they inspire us. They show us what can be achieved when creativity and ambition come together without restriction. And sometimes, that inspiration is more valuable than ownership itself. In the end, the Bugatti La Voiture Noire is not just a car, it is a statement. A statement that luxury, performance, and design can come together to create something truly extraordinary. It is a symbol of exclusivity at its highest level. And while only one person in the world will ever own it, millions will continue to admire it. Because some creations are not meant to be owned by everyone. They are meant to be remembered forever.